The case I had presented earlier with the Connecticut serial killer, Michael Ross, was given a lethal injection. I think it is safe to say that the death penalty is needed in our society, and it was justified for him to receive a death sentence. The death penalty gives some discipline and fear to the community to discourage giving death to others, and in turn it has decreased homicide rates in the United States. In various religious aspects, capital punishment is translated into a justified punishment because their ideology comes to be that, and your eye shall not pay you, but life shall go for life, and eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, which was mentioned specifically in the Torah, the holy book in Judaism. However, many religions would agree with this mentality. As the affirmative speaker claimed that the Eighth Amendment was passed to close out death penalty, and Greg versus Georgia in 1976 overturned Furman versus Georgia in the U.S. Supreme Court, and the common law rule imposed a mandatory death sentence in all convicted murders. The new death penalty law passed the Eighth Amendment scrutiny, and the statutes provided a bifurcated trial in which guilt and sentence were determined separately. Because of the Gregg decision, executions resumed in 1976. And constitutionality of the sentence of death is not the issue, but it is how it's applied. The Constitution and court rulings even mandated a death sentence for those who have been convicted. What else can be argued against the highest ruling? I am in favor of the death penalty because it ensures safety in our community, and it's one less criminal we have to worry about taking a life away. The death penalty acts as a deterrent to prevent people from murder. According to the Justice for All, the Texas murder rate in 1991 was 15.3 per 100,000, and almost a decade later it had dropped to 60%. The cost of life without parole actually ends up to exceed the cost of the death penalty. According to Time magazine, an average cell costs about $24,000, and the maximum security cell cost is $75,000. Dudley Sharp, the director of the Death Penalty Research Center, found that the death penalty is expensive, but turns out to be cheaper in the long run compared to life without parole. The long-term cost of life without parole comes out to $3.1 million, and long-term cost for the death penalty comes out to approximately $1.88 million. Therefore, it would be beneficial for a person to be executed for their wrongdoing, with lower costs as a deterrent.